Nay, be not sad, my lord.
Sad, loved queen. If by an effort of the will I could annul the ever-present past, or disperse the gaunt and gloomy ghosts of bygone deeds, or bind them with imperishable chains in caverns of the past, incarcerate, then I could smile again. Not till then.
Oh, my dear lord, if aught there be that gives thy soul unrest, tell it to me.
Well-loved and faithful wife, tender companion of my faltering life. Yes, I can trust thee. Listen then to me. Many years since, when but a headstrong lad, I wrote a 5-act tragedy.
Indeed!
A play writ by a king.
And such a king!
Fine spready audience. It was read at once, but ere 'twas read, accepted. Elsinore was duly placarded with willing hand. The press teemed with portentous import. We know that wars have ears. I gave them tongues, and they were eloquent with promises. All Denmark stood agape. Arrangements were devised by which seats might be booked a 12-month in advance. The first night came.
And did the play succeed?
In one sense, yes. A farce was given to play the people in. My tragedy succeeded that.
And did the people hiss?
No, worse than that. They laughed. Sick with the shame that covered me, I knelt down, palsied in my private box, and prayed the hearse and cataclysm dead might claim me for their own. But it was not to be.
Oh, good lord, the house was surely packed.
It was. By me. My favorite courtiers. Filled every place. From floor to floor the place was peopled with a sycophantic crew. My play was more than even sycophants could stand.
Was it, my lord, so very, very bad?
Not to deceive my trusting queen. It was.
And when the play failed, did thou take no steps to set thyself right with the world?
I did. The acts were 5, though by 5 acts too long. I wrote an act by way of epilogue, an act whereby the penalty of death was meted out to all who sneered at it. The play was not good, but the punishment of those who laughed at it was capital.
Capital.
Think on it no more, my lord. Now mark me well, to cheer our son, whose solitary tastes and tendency to long soliloquy have much alarmed us, I, unknown to thee, have sent for Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, 2 merry knaves kin to Polonius, who will devise such revels in our court, such antic schemes of harmless merriment, as shall abstract his mind from sad employment. Claudius, who knows but that they may divert my lord as well? Oh, they are here!
Homage to the Queen. In hot obedience to the royal hest, we are arrived, prepared to do our best.
We welcome you to court. Our chamberlain will see that you are suitably disposed. Here is his daughter. She will hear your will and see that it receives fair countenance.
Ophelia!
Rosencrantz! Guildenstern! This meeting likes me much. We have not met since we were babies.
The Queen hath summoned us, and I have come with half-hearted hope that I may claim again my baby love.
Alas, I am betrothed.
Betrothed? To whom?
To Hamlet.
Oh, incomprehensible! Thou lovest Hamlet?
Nay, I said not so. I said we were betrothed.
And what's he like?
Alike for no 2 seasons at a time. Sometimes he's tall, sometimes very short. Now with black hair, now with a flaxen wig. Sometimes with an English accent, then a French, then English with a strong provincial burr. Once American, once a Jew, but Danish never. Take him as you will. And strange as it may seem, whate'er his tongue may be, whether he's dark or flaxen, English, French, though we're in Denmark, AD 1062, his dress is always King James I.
Surely he is mad.
There again, opinion is divided. Some say that he's the sanest of far of all sane men. Some that he's really sane, but shamming mad. Some that he's really mad, but shamming sane. Some that he will be mad, some that he was, some that he couldn't be. But on the whole, as far as I can make out, the favorite theory is somewhat like this. Hamlet is idiotically sane with lucid intervals of lunacy.
We must devise a plan to stop this match.
Stay. King Claudius revealed a 5-act tragedy back in the day. Let you know that it was damned from the beginning. All of a sudden, everyone loved it, but then they loved it in the wrong way. You know, it was terrible. And then let's contrive a new way, and the pain of death was death. Oh my goodness, let us take consequence.
Impossible, for all the copies were destroyed.
All but one, my father's.
Eh?
In his capacity as our Lord Chamberlain, he has one copy. I this night, when all the court is drowned in sleep, will creep with stealthy foot into my father's den and there abstract the precious manuscript.
Hey, that's a well-conceived plan, but take heed. Your father might detect you.
Oh dear, no. My father spends his long days reading all the rubbishing new plays from 10 to 4. At work he may be found, and then my father sleeps exceeding sound.
Have you as yet planned aught that may relieve our poor afflicted son's despondency?
Madame, we've lost no time. Already we are getting up some courtly theatricals in which the prince will play a leading part.
That's well bethought. It will divert his mind. But swift! He comes!
How darkly he stalks, like one encumbered with the weight of gross distress. He thrusts his hand into his bosom thus and starts, looks about, and then, as if relieved, he ruffles his hair and rolls his glassy eyes.
That means he's going to soliloquize. Prevent this gentleman by any means.
We will, but how?
Anticipate his points and follow out his argument for him. Thus will you cut the ground beneath his feet and leave him naught to say.
We will.
We will. Yes.
A mother's blessing be upon you, sirs.
Now, Guildenstern, apply you to this task.
To be or not to be?
Well, yes, that's the question. Whether he is a braver who would cut his own throat rather than suffer all.
Or suffer all rather than cut his throat.
To die, to sleep.
Yes, no more. Death is but sleep spun out. Why hesitate?
Oof. The question is,
Oh.
what choice of death will you choose?
Do remove those dreadful objects. You make my blood run cold. Go away, go away. To sleep. Perchance to dream. To dream. To dream. That's very true.
'Tis true. I don't dream myself, but Guildenstern dreams all night long, out loud.
I do confess that is true.
Gentlemen, this question concerns me not. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time?
Who'd bear the whips and scorns of time? Let me see. Who'd bear it?
Who bear the scorns?
The whips and scorns.
Ah, who bear the whips and scorns? Let me get it. Who would bear the timely whips? Whips of time.
Gentlemen, these interruptions like us not. I pray you give it up.
My lord, we do. We cannot tell who bear the whips and scorns.
But at the dread of something after death.
Now that's true. Yes. Post-mortem. The coroner's report and fellow de se and crossroads at 12 p.m. Oh, yes, and the giving up on the whole life policy. It's
Gentlemen, it must be patent to the merest dunce that 3 persons cannot soliloquize at once. They play upon me, who is not made to be played upon. Show them a pipe with stops and holes. This is made to be played upon. But show them this, and they will shirk abashed and swear they cannot play upon this. Mark this. Rosencrantz, this is a well-toned flute. Play me an air upon it, and do not say you do not know how.
But I do know how.
Rather good upon a flute. Observe.
Thank you. This is all going wrong.
Rosencrantz,
Yeah, well.
I found the manuscript, but never put me to such work again.
What had happened to make you tremble so?
I stole down to my father's room alone and entered it. The clock struck 12, and then, oh horrible, from chest and cabinet there emitted forth the specters of 5,000 plays, all dead and gone. I shook with terror, and they encompassed me, chattering forth their scenes and parts of scenes which my poor father wisely had cut out. Oh, horrible! 'Twas most horrible!
Oh, what was it they uttered?
I decline to say. Let it suffice to say that I think my father acted most judiciously.
Give me then the play and I'll deliver it to the prince.
But stay. Do not appear to urge him, or he'll decline to play the piece. I know him.
And lose the name of action. What's this?
Oh, we have been looking at some dozen plays to choose one for our company. This is, my lord, a 5-act tragedy. It is called Gonzago. But it will not serve. It's far too long.
Is there a part for me?
There is, my lord, a most excellent part. A mad archbishop who becomes a Jew despite his diocese.
Oh, that is very good.
Here you become mad and soliloquize. And here you're sane again, and then you don't. And later you stab your aunt because, well, I cannot say why you stab your aunt, but you do stab her.
That's enough.
And later you become the leader of a group of Greek banditti and soliloquize. And after a long career of undisturbed murder, tempered with soliloquy, you see the sin and folly of your ways and offer to restore your diocese. But far too late, for terrible to tell. As you repent in soliloquy, the board of bishops catch you unawares and blow you from a gun.
Yes, this is very good. We will play this piece.
But pray consider, all the other parts are insignificant.
What matters that? We will play this piece.
No, all the plot is impossible, and all the dialogue is bombastic stuff.
Sirs, I tell you, we shall play this piece. Now bestir yourselves about it. Go engage some fairly famous tragedians for small parts, as tragedians should. A mad archbishop. Yes, this is very good.
A fair good morrow to you, Rosencrantz. How march the royal revels?
Lamely, madame, lamely. Like a one-legged duck. The prince has found a very strange play. He hath called it a right reckoning long delayed.
And of what fashion is the prince's play?
A most excellent poor tragedy, my lord. A thing of splinters and flinders all forged together in the form with mass but no consistency, like an ill-built villa.
But sir, you should have used your best endeavors to wean his fantasy from such a play.
Oh, madame, I did, and with some success. He has seen the absurdity of its tragical catastrophe and can laugh at it as easily as we do. Whereas the poor author had hoped to extract some tears of sympathy, the prince has resolved to present it as a piece of impossible folly, intended to elicit no greater emotions than laughter and surprise. Oh, look, here comes the royal tragedian and his retinue.
Good morrow, sir. This is our company of players, come this day to do honor and give completeness to our revels.
Good sirs, we welcome you to Elsinore. Prepare you now, we are agog to taste this intellectual treat in store for us.
We are ready, sir. A word first to those of you who are to play the piece. Now, I have chosen this play in the face of sturdy opposition from my well-esteemed friends who would play a piece with less bombastic fury and more frolic. But I have found this a fitting piece to be presented, for that, by reason of that very pedantical bombast and windy, obtrusive rhetoric that they so rightly despise. For I hold there is no more antic fellow than that bombastical hero who doth so earnestly spout forth his folly so as to make his audience believe that he is unconscious of any incongruity. Whereas he who delivers his speeches with marking or labeling or underscoring seems to give it so as to show he's alive to the absurdity. He doth utter the speeches in protest and take part with his audience against himself. Therefore, I pray you, let there be no huge red noses, nor any monstrously extravagant wigs, nor garbed men, garbed as women. No, for these things are an impertinence to the audience, for it seems to say they know not how to recognize a joke unless it be pointed out to them. I pray you avoid it.
So we are beholden to your good counsels, but we would venture to suggest that it might better befit your lordship to occupy yourself with such matters your lordship may be more likely to understand. We are accomplished players who spent many years in learning our profession. On our part, we may have our own ideas as to the duties of heirs apparent, but it would ill become us to air such ideas in front of your lordship. You may be supposed maybe more reasonably perfectly understand them than your very humble servants.
Well, come, let us take our places, that we can all gather round to see this fooling. Here's a chair in which I shall find room to roll about when laughter takes possession of my soul. Come, we are ready.
Shouldst thou prove faithless? If I do, then let the world forget to woo. The mountain tops bow down in fears, the midday sun dissolve into tears, and outraged nature pale in bed fall prostrate in bewilderment. I hope he should prove the fool, lest we all fall prey in this catastrophe.
Much indeed depends upon his constancy. We hear all our prayers, gentlemen. Is this play well known?
My lord, it is not.
Seem to have met with these lines before. Carry on.
But hark! Hear'st thou trumpet? Hear'st thou those drums? Thy hated rival, stern Gonzago, comes!
Wherefore cometh Gonzago?
He cometh there to woo!
Cannot he woo without an orchestra at his elbow? A figure for such wooing, say I.
Who is Gonzago?
is a mad Archbishop of Elsinore, my lord. A most ridiculous and mirthful fellow. More so than the poor author had hoped to elicit a bit of surprise and shock at his calamitous end.
Freed from the cares of church and state, I come to wreak my love and hate. Love woos me to the lofty skies, hate down to where dark Pluto lies.
Married, but he must have a nice time of it between them. Oh, sir, this passeth the bounds of ridicule. And to think that these lines were to have drawn our tears.
Surely mine eyes run with tears. They'll be gotten of laughter.
Gently, spare your ridicule for 5 more acts of this. 2 great deeds I daily fume, the altar and the deadly tomb. How can I live in such a state and hold my arch-episcopate?
My lord, make it stop, or I shall die of laughing.
Has mortal ever heard such metrical folly? Oh, stop it, my lord, or I shall surely do myself some injury.
I've laughed until I can laugh no more.
Oh, ow.
The drollest scene is coming. Listen.
Stop! Stop, I say. Come hither, Hamlet.
Why, sir, what ails thee?
Knowest thou who wrote this play?
Not I, nor do I care to know.
I wrote this play. To mention it is death by Denmark's law.
Oh, spare him, for he is thine only son.
No, I have 2. My son, my play, both worthless, both shall together perish!
Oh, hold that hand! I cannot bear death! I'm a philosopher.
That's true. But how shall we dispose of him?
A thought. There is a certain isle beyond the sea where dwell a cultured race, compared with whom we are but poor, brain-blind barbarians. 'Tis called England. Send them there. If but the half of what I heard of them be true, they will enshrine him on their great good hearts, and men will rise or sink in esteem according as they worship him or slight him.
Well, we're dull dogs here in Denmark. If such a place there be, there may be, not a well-read man, they're welcome to his philosophic brain. So Hamlet, get thee gone, and don't come back again.
To England!